I thought they got better. My goal is as a coach is to get them from where they are to where I think they could be, and just the definition in itself. You go on an airplane, unlike you, I fly in the coach section, at first class, so it takes you from one area to the next. So when I look at the individuals, I look at from Sean Spence, last year he had that sophomore slump to now, being honored being a co-MVP. Look at Colin, obviously moving from will to middle and started season off, slow, but picked it up. And then I look at Buchanan, and look at the younger guys that you guys don't really get an opportunity to see showcase, their improvement because, they didn't get an opportunity to play. So I think we're heading in the right direction. Obviously, as a coach, I don't feel like we're there yet. All those guys that just mentioned, I think it's still work to do. But it's, I feel good. I mean, it's been a long time. When I first got here, I think the last time we had a guy have over 100 tackles was probably Jonathan Vilma, and then after that, so I kind of challenged T. Good and to get in. Coach, I got 100, So and then now, with the other guys behind us, then now fortunate enough to have two guys. Over 100, but all that stuff get kind of drowned out because we're in a team sport. And obviously, I'm very disappointed because I feel like we got top 10 talent, but we didn't finish in the top 10. So, it just hurts.
How much did the numbers game play in, you having to get guys playing time and moving around different positions? Was depth an issue for you this year?
What you mean, numbers?
Just how many linebackers you had to work with, depth.
So repeat the question.
Just how much was depth a factor, and how many linebackers you had? How did that affect playing time, or how many guys you got in the field, all that stuff?
Well, I mean, you always let these guys know. Ideally, you would like to have two deep, where two depth, where all guys can get rep. And so you got to be able to trust those guys. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. I tell guys all the time, this ain't Pop Warner where everybody get to play. You got to earn your playing time. Either you're going to earn your playing time by playing a lot, you're going to earn your not going to earn your playing time by being on scout teams. So unfortunately, it didn't work out that way where I had a two deep where I felt comfortable giving everybody some reps. And so that's the sad part about it because guys are working hard, and it's not. From lack of effort, it's just, you got to go through it. I mean, my first year here, I was red-shirted, painted red. My first year playing, I played a couple of games, started a couple of games when Bernard got hurt. But, when it finally clicks, when people get baptized in the Jordan, then, cross over, then that's a special thing, And so still we're headed in that direction to get those guys to cross over where they can earn their playing times. But, you look at it like, for instance, Tyrone Cornelius. I thought heading into camp he did an excellent job, but unfortunately he sustained a couple of concussions, and it kind of delayed his progress. And thank God for him, he was able to come back, and he found the role on kickoff team. And, I mean, he really showed up and did some game-changing things for us. I think the North Carolina game made a big hit. So those guys just continue to work hard, and then when the opportunity comes, my job is to prepare them for that opportunity when the opportunity comes, But really, I want them kind of create their own opportunities by doing the things I'm, requesting them, by growing up, by, doing the things, becoming a student of the game. Because, with the NCAA rules, the 20-hour-a-week rule, I mean, those guys, that's not enough to prepare you. So you really put it on them to hold himself accountable, to take the extra steps, to study a little bit, So that's kind of, what I'm trying to develop with these guys.
Coach Golden mentioned that you might go to a 3-4 a little bit next year. Are there some defensive linemen you've seen that you can coach to be sort of linebackers in that scheme? I mean, there's some athletic D linemen, right?
Who said that?
Coach Golden mentioned that you guys might use 3-4 at times next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than what we did this year in the sense of being multiple fronts. When we get in our nickel situation, at times this year we use 3-down linemen. So, I think we already have the personnel now. We've shown it to get the versatility to be able to do that.
How much did it mean to you to come back and know that you're going to be here next year and work with these guys?
I was important. I was praying about it, just seeing, obviously what direction God wants me to go. And, from a spiritual standpoint, just praying about it. But obviously, had opportunity last year, interview for the Florida job, and just wasn't the right timing, and so when everything happened this time, so I try to see, well, okay, God, what are you saying? Do you want me to stay? Do you want me to go? Obviously you got to revisit everything and see if it's the right time. And so, I'm definitely honored, that he wants me to stay and took advantage of that opportunity and just felt like it's just home for me. I bleed orange and green. Unfortunately, I'm in the business as a coach now. I'm kind of wearing two hats. I'm an alumni, former player, but now I'm a coach. So you got the business side of it that's unpredictable and stuff. But fortunately, it all worked out and gave me an opportunity, to stay home, stay at a place that I love and be close to my family, my mom, and stuff like that. And so it's good. I'm definitely thankful for the opportunity.
How was Jordan Futch doing at linebacker, and what were your thoughts on him?
What said that again?
How was Jordan Futch doing at linebacker?
Well, he's at tight end now, so I got to talk to Panessa about that.
What were your thoughts on his decision to move?
I mean, Jordan wanted to move. Felt like he, I remember when he was a high school senior, somebody did an article on him, and he's talking about he wanted to be the next Kellen Winslow. Go both ways. So, guess he wanted to fulfill. That was you, right?
Yeah.
So I guess he wanted to fulfill his dreams. So I mean, he's a guy that, he's a great athlete. He could play. And it just, he just decided to make that move.
Michael, you think he ever could go both ways if he gets the hang of tight end? Could he play both?
I don't know. I mean, Jordan can do whatever he wants to do when he's fully committed on getting it done.
What's going on at middle linebacker also? I mean, who do you have in the mix for next year that you'd like to see?
I'm just focused. Actually, I'm just focused on this Notre Dame game. Next year, take care of
Kelvin's progress and whoever else you're working in the middle. I mean, can you talk about their progress this year? Those guys who work behind Colin.
Say it again?
The guys working behind Colin in the middle this
year?
I mean,
we had a lot of guys, just working back there from nickel and all that stuff. But I'm just focused on Notre Dame.
Speaking of Notre Dame, just talk about that. What that game means to you.
Oh, it's like a classic. It's one of those, Ali versus Frazier, that type of thing. Two old school guys. One of those video games where you get to match up the old classics. And so it's a great, based on everything that's been going on, everything that has happened. It's refreshing to play somebody like that. You can it's a lot of history there. It's like one of those Family Feud type things. So it's going to be good. Our guys are definitely pumped up about this game. They understand the history of it, and if they don't, they're going to be educated on it, and so it's going to be good. It's a classic. It's one of those ESPN old classics, that you get to see live, So
what would a victory do for you?
Good. It'll be great for us. We talk about all hands on deck. We talked about guys, the coaching staff, the guys, unfortunately, guys that not coming back. We decided before a decision was made by any one of us that we're going to stay. We're committed to winning this game, and we challenge our players and all hands on deck. It'll be good to finish on a high note, to get a W, to get a win.
What's one of your favorite memories about the rivalry?
About Notre Dame?
Yeah, something that sticks out in your mind.
Well, it's not my favorite memory. It's kind of like a nightmare with that home cooking with that Cleveland Gary fumble. I thought, man, that wasn't good at all. Yeah, that was a bad call, but it's kind of one of those things. Unfortunately for Cleveland, I love him. Unfortunately, he went in the NFL and continued to fumble, so I think they kind of scarred him. And he wasn't a fumbler up until then, so it kind of scarred him. But that's the one memory I think about is just how they took the game from us. Stole me I would have had 3 national championships, so they took it from us.
Questions for Coach Barrow? I just want to know if it'll kind of give you goosebumps, being out there and seeing seeing Notre Dame.
I get goosebumps every game. Guys kind of pick on me because they're like, Coach Barrow, you ain't playing, calm down, So I'm very passionate and stuff, so I get hyped just with them, man. I'm being in the locker room, be having a little smelling salt in my pocket, just sniffing it. So it's gonna be the same for me. I get hyped for every game. I live through them. I try to live through them. So I feel like, when they're out there, I'm out there.
You went through coaching changes, I'm sure, in your NFL career. What do you tell these guys to, give them advice about how to handle the situation, going from Randy to Al?
Yeah, I kind of went through it my freshman year when I was here. I got recruited by Jimmy, redshirted under Jimmy for a year, and then the change was made when Dennis Erickson came in. And right when everything went down, the coaches, we all just spoke, to the team, and we kind of said something. And one of the things I said, I know you guys got a lot of questions and a lot of questions that need to be answered, but just one thing about Miami that is special, because I came to the breaking point for me why I came to Miami was because of Jimmy Johnson, and I said, this program is bigger than just one coach, and it's been a lot of coaching changes here, and it's gotten better and better. So I said, thank God that when I came to Miami, I came to a program, I came to a family, and so we just got to trust the people upstairs that they're gonna, bring the right guy, and it's gonna all work out, And I say, because that's what you're part of. You're part of something that has spanned over decades. It's just not one person don't make this program. Coach Shannon did an excellent job, cleaning this thing up and getting it right back on track, And so guys kind of understood that. And I said it hurt me when Jimmy left, and I know it hurt you guys that Coach Shannon's not here, but believe in the program. You join something bigger than just one person. You join the family. And so they kind of understood that, and so now I was able to give them something that I went through as a player, and I kind of understand the thoughts they have, about what's the system going to be like, who's the new coach, is he going to like me, because I was thinking, I was 202 pounds, I was like, man, are they going to run a 3-4, I have to move a strong safety, I'm like, so you got all those questions, so just try to put them at ease that, listen, you made the right choice, it's going to work out okay, and I think, with Al Golden, I think everything I heard about him, and everything that I've seen myself, I think he's definitely going to turn this program back and put it right back on track, where we left off.
What year were you, by the way, when Jimmy came?
When Jimmy, I was 1988. I was his second to last class. I was a freshman 1988, and then he left in '89.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it all the time.